I connected that. All right, thanks, babe. Yeah, nobody's online. Well, I'll just have to wait. Am I online, Diana? Can you? I'm online. All right. I can't see if there's anybody online. So. All right, there you go. There you go. I see somebody's online now. All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Uh, I was trying to use my iPhone as the camera, as the webcam to get a clearer picture, but it didn't have the sound. It had the video, but it didn't have the sound. So it's all good. It's all good. That's how technology is sometimes. All right. Can you read any of the comments, Lee? All right. I'm not able to look at the comments yet, so Dazzle's gonna hand me her phone so I can look at what comments are. I thought I had tested it before with the video, but I didn't think about the sound because if the video worked when I was testing it, but I should have tested the sound too.
Wala pa naman daddy kasi yung nauna yata, naka-on pa rin yung naunang live.
Naka-on pa rin siya. So, finally it's working. All right, all right. Thank you there, Phil M, for real. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now I'm just gonna look through the phone here. I'll hold it right here, babe. So I'll take care of it, because I know you don't like messing with it. All right. I just don't have the other Is the other one still working? The other live chat, is it still on? Is that's what's happening? Here, I'll go in here and I'll end it, right? I need to end that one. Yeah. I thought I hit the end on it. Yeah. Yeah, there's two lives going on. That's why. All right, I'll have to end this one. Yeah, I'll have to end this one.
Oops.
How can I end this one right here?
Okay na daddy.
Yeah. Too many gadgets here. Too many gadgets. How do I end that one?
And stream.
End stream. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now we're good. Now we're good. All right. That ended that one. All right. Now I've figured it out. We had to end the other live stream because we can't have two live streams going at the same time. All right. Now we're good. Now we're good. I think we're finally figured it out. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Different fuels carry certain smells, finding amongst many. All right. You look like a small business owner, okay? All right. All right, good, good. All right, HD. Thank you. Thank you, HD. Finally figured it out. I didn't end the other live stream. I just cleared out of the laptop, but now it's good. So we only have this live stream going, this one live stream. DIG Tiny. Hey, hello, DIG. Marian. Hey, Marian, how are you doing? How are you doing? I'm all set now. I'm all set now. Appreciate everybody coming online. All right, Brian, hey man. Appreciate you coming online, brother. Appreciate you coming online. 2 thumbs up. All right, Brian. Appreciate it, brother. Good morning. Good morning. All right, DIG Tiny. All right. Oh, okay, all right. Whoa, the comments are going fast here. All right, it says here, shout out, hi Gino, from my wife Joan that's the joint base in Washington State. A friend of mine actually lives there. That's why I know when you said JBLM. I know that because a friend of mine's there. HD, storm hitting Northern California. Pretty windy here. Wow, man. We finally are done with all the storms, man. We don't got the storms going on now. Finally, for like the last month, it seems like we had a typhoon here in the Philippines. So finally, no more typhoons hitting us. It's actually super sunny right now here in our area. Phil M. for real. Hello from Los Angeles Air Force Base, Space Force Base. All right, man. I watch you, man. You're always on our live stream. Thank you for always being on our live stream. Evro, all right, Evro. I guess if you have a serious health problem, you might as well don't retire there. I think, Evro, that makes sense, Evro, because you will get better medical care in the United States. There's just too many obstacles to get through here in the Philippines, I think, anyway. You're better off being in the United States. You're really better off. The good medical care here in the Philippines is mostly in Manila, and that would be hard if you live in Manila. It's like it's a big metropolis. Just too much, I think. It's not a good destination, I think, for retirement. I would never recommend Metro Manila to anybody that's retiring because it's hard to relax in that area because of the traffic, the pollution. It's like, for me, retirement is supposed to be relaxation, fresh air, walking outside and having just not a lot of noise, peaceful. That's why I think if you have medical serious health problems, best to just stay in the United States. Michael, hey man, my friend there from Trece Martires now in Cavite. What's up, bro? Have a wonderful feet. You are the coolest brother. You keep it real. All right, man. Thank you for the kind words there, Michael. I appreciate you, my brother. Well, all right, White Mark, man. I knew it was you, White Mark, the minute I saw Mark Lundqvist because I already know your name now, man. I got that in my memory bank now, so you didn't even have to say White Mark. I knew it was you, brother. All right, man. Thanks for coming online, man. Appreciate you, man. All right. All right. I did come up with some topics just in case not any, First, I want to thank Ray, my friend, good friend Ray, and his wife Christina. Really big help during the dictionaries for all the sixth graders at Liana School. And then Danny and his wife Renee, of course, we dedicated that video to them. Really appreciate it. I mean, all the teachers, they were happy. The students were happy. And I know those dictionaries will make a difference. That's a big difference in people's lives here, for the kids especially for the kids, because it's hard to, if you can imagine trying to study English and you don't even have a basic dictionary to look up words, when you're reading a book, when you have an assignment, that's all in English. It's hard to learn, if you don't know the meaning of the words. So I know it's gonna help the kids tremendously. HD, hey, HD. All right, man. We haven't been able to watch the anime, man, because we've been so busy. Dazzle, she's been having me work out all the time at the gym, man. I'm like, pumping weights. I'm running on the treadmill, but I feel good, man. I feel good. I'm gaining strength. It's like I'm able to lift more. I'm able to run more. Feeling really good. It's like we just haven't had the time to watch a lot of TV. I have to come up with videos, and these take time, man, editing and all that, and then busy with our members, members to our membership, because they call me in the morning and then I talk to them. So lots going on with our YouTube channel, but I don't mind. That's what I signed up for YouTube, so I don't mind at all. I actually enjoy it. It's given me like a purpose in retirement here in the Philippines. It's like it's fun. It's fun for me. I'll keep doing it. As long as it remains fun. Sam, all right, Sam, the glove man, man. You're back again. Hey, appreciate you there, Sam. I know you always ask me about the gloves, man. I know you always ask me about the gloves. Yeah, man, HD, it's like, she really, Dazzle, and, she's always taking good care of me, Dazzle. Not just the food intake, it's like the fruits, the vegetables, all the meals, trying to keep me healthy, and then now with the working out, so everything's good, man. So I'm feeling the most healthy that I've felt in since I've got sick last year. It's like I'm really starting to feel back to normal with my health. And praise God for that, because like I went through some battles last year, so it's nice to finally feel healthy again. Hey Cam, hey Ruben, what's up Ruben? Mayad nga agahon, Ruben. Hope all is well there in San Diego, California, man. Looking forward when you get here in January, man. We're gonna have a good time when you get here in Calibo. Start your new life here in Calibo, man. In the news here, I actually did a video, or probably the next video that's coming out. The dollar is really strong here in the Philippines. It's at 59 pesos per dollar. That's almost like at the all-time record. I know 2 years ago it reached over 59 pesos, but we're back at 59 pesos again. So for people vacationing here in the Philippines, people sending remittance here to the Philippines, the OFWs that work overseas, when they send money to their families, that's really good for them, because it really helps. The extra exchange on the dollars makes a lot of difference. Practice it. All right, Ruben, practicing is Aklanon, man. You and me, man, we're going to have to learn more Aklanon. Maybe Leanna will teach us. And Dazzle, too. Maybe they'll teach us speak more Aklanon. HD, Ati-Atihan, coming up in a few months. For sure, man. Ati-Atihan this year, it's scheduled for January 13th to the 19th. And I think this is going to be the best Ati-Atihan yet, because every year Ati-Atihan just keeps getting bigger. And because of the new mayor, our new mayor here, he's really good at like promoting Calibo, like adding more things to the event, or adding more things. Like we had our first ever Calibo marathon this year. It's like that's never happened here in Calibo. So I'm excited. I'm excited for Ati-Atihan this year, because I know there's gonna be more events, more local celebrities here in the Philippines. I know there's more local bands, and even popular bands here in the Philippines that's gonna be coming to Calibo. And it had kind of slowed down during the pandemic, of course, but now, ever since after the pandemic, Ati-Atihan is like in full swing, and everybody's excited to celebrate Ati-Atihan. So it's going to be a good Ati-Atihan this year for sure. MTB40. What's up, bro? Y'all are doing live again. Yeah, our live streams are every Friday, Always try to do the live streams every Friday, Philippines time at 9:30. and then it's Thursday evening in the United States and Canada. So that's every week we have our live stream the same time. HD, it says, what's the word of the day from Liana? Liana, what's the word for the day for Aklanon?
Ano kuya?
What's your word for the day in Aklanon? Give us an Aklanon word.
Adlaw.
Hello, that's not an Aklanon word. No Aklanon word. She's shy. HD, she's shy. You know, Liana, she's not she's shy this morning.
Dinta makaon. Dinta
Dazzle just said, diin ka makaon.
Yeah, dinta makaon.
Diin ka makaon. I understand that. She's asking me, where are we going to eat? So, sounds like Dazzle is already hungry. So this live stream might not be long because when Dazzle is hungry, you know, we drop everything. You know, it's like I don't want her getting upset because that's not a good thing with a Filipina when they're hungry, man. You don't want a Filipina going hungry.
We have to go grocery shopping.
And Dazzle said we have to go grocery shopping, but we have to eat first before we go grocery shopping because we don't want any incident at the grocery store because that grocery store here takes time when you go to the grocery store, especially now because the lines here are long at the grocery. Maybe not a Cherry, maybe a SM Cherry seems to be better. The Save More. The one thing you'll learn if you come to the Philippines is when you go to the grocery stores, man, when you check out, long lines at the checkout because you'll be surprised. There's still groceries here that don't use a scanner. You know, they actually have to look at the can or you look at the item for a price. And if there's no like a piece of, you know, like that, they stick that little sticky on with the price. They don't have a price. They gotta punch the numbers on. You know, it just takes long. Grocery shopping, especially in the province, takes longer. If you're in a city, that's not a problem. If you're in Cebu City, Manila, Iloilo City, you know, they got all the scanners there. But in the province, there are still groceries here that work on that cash register where they punch it. You know, it's like, takes time. Dan Precious, you're the most joyful man. Hey, man, I think I'm just happy, man, just because what I went through last year, you know, when I went through my cancer treatments, I just appreciate more of my days now. You know, it's like I'm just thankful for each day I wake up. You know, one thing I learned going through those treatments, you know, the people I met, you know, it's like nothing's guaranteed, you know. So if you can't enjoy waking up each day and looking at the sunrise, you know, maybe it's time to change something in your life because life is precious, man. You know, it's like you really have to like enjoy every single day because nothing is guaranteed. Cam, Leanne already will be my personal interpreter. Paid position. Hey, Leanna, your uncle Tito Ruben is saying you're gonna be paid to teach him Aklanon. You got a job. You're gonna be the interpreter. Ruben says you're hired.
You're hired. Diana's first job.
MTB40, bro. Y'all truly live a great life, bro. Thank you for. Hey, man, appreciate it. Thank you very much for the kind words. And I feel it, man. I think there. You know what I always tell Dazzle. You know, it's like with our videos. You know, it's like. That's why we don't really pre-plan a lot of things. You know, a lot of times it's like ad-lib. You know, it's like I just start filming because I always tell Dazzle, you know, it's like we can't make our life up. You know, the way we are when you see us on our videos is the way we are daily. Like our friends Ruben that visited us, even our friend Frederick in Iloilo City, they'll tell you that, you know, because you can't like make stuff up. You know, to me, it just more comes out more natural that the way we are. And there you go. Leanna says bye-bye.
With the Yakult.
With the Yakult in her hand. She's going upstairs to her room. Rev Fred, hi bro, great job. Oh man, thank you, thank you. That's so kind. That's so kind. Rev Fred, appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. I try, man. I try my best. I'm always trying to come up with things that of value But the main thing I just wanted to show on our videos, and from the beginning of our channel, almost 3 years ago, I just wanted us to show like an ordinary couple here in the Philippines now with Liana, our ordinary family here in the Philippines living in the province. Our day-to-day life, we're not trying to like grab so many subscribers. We're not gonna put a thumbnail that's like a clickbait. We're not gonna do controversial videos or anything like that. We just want to show like an ordinary life here in the province in the Philippines. And I think we've had some success doing that, showing it, because we've had some loyal fans that keep coming back. And that's what matters to Dazzle and I. We're not trying, we know our audience now, and we just don't want to disappoint our subscribers that we have now. The content is not going to change. It's going to be the same thing. Our life in Aklan province, and now with Liana, maybe her school activities, things like that. But and then once in a while, I'll throw in like information about the Philippines, like cost of living, inflation, things like that. But we pretty much stuck to our guns. We're pretty much stuck to how we want things on our channel, and we're happy with it, right, babe?
Yes.
Yes, she goes, yes. I can tell Dazzle's hungry. I'm in trouble, guys, because when Dazzle's hungry, she got to eat.
I'm good. But I'm thinking about the pork barbecue.
MTV 40. So you speak, yes, marunong akong mag-Tagalog, bro. I just speak English on our channel because the target audience for our channel are the people that lives in America, Canada, or overseas that want to retire in the Philippines. I know there's Philams too that can understand it, but Tagalog, if I speak Tagalog, but it's just better that I speak English because that's the audience that we're trying to talk. Hey, Gavin P, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Thank you for the $5, Gavin P. Appreciate that. And I know Gavin P, he's my friend in Brisbane, Australia. Man, I love seeing every time you come online, brother. You've been our supporter from the beginning. It's like I'm even looking at our old live streams from the beginning, like 2.5 years ago, and Gavin P's been around with us, and that's why those are the people that I want to keep doing good videos, and that's why I try not to change. People ask us tell us all the time, don't change, and we won't, because no reason for us to change. It's like this is who we are. We're simple people. We're just showing you like the simple life here in the province, and maybe give you an idea that you can come here to the Philippines and have this simple life too. It's like you don't have to have a lot of money to have a good retirement here in the Philippines, and that's my honest opinion. It's like I see people all the time. You need $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. I just don't believe that. You can have a good life here with less than that. A good amount for two people, single or two people, would be around $1,500. That's a good amount. You will have a good life here in the Philippines with that amount of money. Of course, you need to have medical coverage because that's kind of like the outlier. That's kind of like what worries a lot of people when they come to the Philippines is the medical care, especially if you don't have medical insurance. That could be an issue here. So you have to always think if you're coming to the Philippines to move here or retire, you have to have some kind of medical coverage. MTV 40, he goes, babe, happy wife, happy life. He knows. Married guys know this, it's like my guy friends know this, my good friend Steve in Las Vegas, we always kid around, and that's kind of like our thing. It's like happy Happy wife, happy life. That's kind of like Steve and I's motto.
Same goes with husbands though.
Same goes with husbands. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say different. MTV 40. All the things you say about provincial life and Philippines life is so true. You say the real stuff. Great stuff, bro. Hey, thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you, MTV 40. That's all I try to do, man. One thing I learned, it's like I just have to be as honest as I can be because I know people can look through you. People will, if you're fake, if you're trying to just grab attention on YouTube just to get the views and subscribers, people will read through that, and I know that. That's why I've never been like a clickbaiter. I've never like, hey, subscribe to my channel. So, I'm never like that. It's like, if you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, but I'm not gonna like push it on people, because I know how that gets, when you hear that from people all the time.
Don't worry, babe. I'll eat, so I'm not gonna be hungry.
All right, Dazzle said she's gonna eat, so she's not gonna be hungry. She's not gonna be hungry waiting till I'm done with the live stream. Hello, ma'am. I'm new here. I like your channel. All right, nobody. All right. Thank you for checking our channel out. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, my friend. MTV 40. Amen to that. Bro, you are truly happy. Love it. God is good. Definitely, my brother. God is good. I truly believe that. And I lost the thing, babe. On your phone. It's okay, I can read through here. MTV 40. I'm getting married to a Filipina. Reb travels, all right, and will be CDO in a few years. All right, congratulations there, Reb. CDO in a few years. All right, but I know you're happy, man. That's a good time in your life. Marrying a Filipina. And then CDO, we haven't been to CDO, but I've heard nothing but good things about Cagayan de Oro. One of the places I wouldn't mind going would be CDO one day. HDA, congrats. All right, man. Thanks. Happy for you, Rev Fred Travels. April, all right, April, yes. Especially when it comes to specialized healthcare, can be expensive with this prostate cancer. Yes, definitely, Everell. It's like me and you. We know. We went through a cancer treatments. It's no joke to go through cancer treatments, and I just think, in my own personal opinion, it's just best for you to stay in the United States. You will get better medical care where you're at. You already have your doctor. You already have your routine. You're used to the Philippines. Just the coming to the Philippines, just that change of environment, that could get stressful. Trying to adapt to the Philippines, the way they do things here. If my advice would be just stay in the United States, my brother. Hey, Eileen, babe, and Joel. Happy spouse, happy house. All right, all right. Hey, we know that. We know that, Eileen. Joel, counting down the days till we fly back. All right, Joel. Yeah, we're excited, man. We're excited when you guys are back here. We'll definitely hang out for sure. Check out the new things that we found here in Calibo to eat. We always have fun anyway, man. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
The cake house, babe. The pink cake house.
The Pink Cake House. Yeah, the Pink Cake House. We haven't eaten at the Pink Cake House, so we're waiting for Joel and Eileen so we can go to the Pink Cake House together for the first time. So that will be our first try at the Pink Cake House. Troy Stokes, can I tell you my favorite Matt Dillon story real briefly? Sure, you can just chat it here, man, if you want to tell it real briefly, man. And one thing I wanted to mention, for Thanksgiving, we're gonna meet up with our friend Jamal. We haven't seen Jamal since we hanged out with him when he was in Boracay and then when he was in Malay. We're gonna meet him for Thanksgiving in Rojas City because Jamal wanted to go back to the Canadian Beaver to hang out with Mike again and Kat. So that's where we're gonna be. Dazzle and I, we already made reservations for Rojas City for Thanksgiving. Because Mike had mentioned that he might have some Thanksgiving dinner or something Thanksgiving at the Canadian Beaver, and I haven't had a Thanksgiving meal in. Man, I can't even. The last time was before I got here to the Philippines. So 2010 was the last time I had a Thanksgiving dinner because here in the Philippines it's not really it's an American holiday, so it's not really celebrated here. I haven't even really eaten turkey. It's like it's not common here. The turkey that they have here, it's different, Dave, because it's kind of skinny.
Turkey?
Right? The turkey they have here is skinny.
I know the duck.
HD said I might have skipped a few
Comments?
Yeah, I got to go back. I'll go back to the. Oh yeah, because right here, because when.
Where was that?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll go back. No worries. No worries, HD. I can always go back. Oh, right there. HD say. Bako? Or how do you pronounce that, Dave?
It's
Bake, right?
Bako kasi it's L in Katiklan. It's like Aklan, Akan.
Okay. So how do you say that? Bakoe. How do you say that? What's
Cooked
up?
food inside the coconut or bamboo. Yeah, it's like binakol.
Binakol.
It's like
All right.
binakol.
Okay. Nagkaon kami binako nga manok. All right.
In Katiklan HD, it's binakol. We use L.
Yeah. Well, HD knows that. HD knows that there's a variation depending on the town.
I actually can't even pronounce the Kalibunhon thing, like the EA.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I get confused when I see that. I'm like, how do you read this thing? I always have to ask somebody, how do you read that?
It just says like a binakol. It's cooked inside yung bamboo.
In the bamboo. Yeah, it's cooked in the bamboo or coconut. Yeah.
Usually chicken.
Usually native chicken. And I'm not a fan of native chicken, man. It's like every time I eat native chicken, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. So I'm not a fan. It's like I prefer the regular chicken.
And they're sexy.
They're sexy.
There's
Less
so
meat.
much
Yeah. Less meat on the native chicken because they're free range. They're just roaming around, so they get a lot of exercise. So they're kind of skinny chicken. Gavin P. I already thank you again, Gavin P. for the $5. Appreciate you always. I know you're on your lunch hour probably. Watching our live stream. Thank you so much, man. You've been with us since the beginning of our channel. We really appreciate it. All right. MTB40 says, Dazzle TV, we have saved more money before we can visit, but would really like to connect with your positive. Hey, no problem, man. You can just email me. My email is ginno1966@yahoo.com. Fire me an email, man. I'll reply back. We'll get connected. That way I'll have your, Messenger maybe or WhatsApp, so we can communicate all the time. Because I communicate with a lot of people. Like right now, my WhatsApp's got like at least 30, 40 people on it. And then my Messenger's like, I can even count how many people I got on Messenger. So, but be happy to add you, man. It's like I always make sure I have time for our subscribers and the people that watch us. HD. Skipped. Oh, okay, I read that already. Danny Choi. Danny. Can you talk about bus or air transportation? All right, Danny, I can talk about that. For bus transportation, like here in Aklan, in Panay Island, Panay Island is composed of Iloilo, Aklan, Capiz, and Antique. Those are the four provinces. Hey, baby, four provinces here in Aklan. And to travel here, a lot of people just use it's called the CERES, Ceres bus. They're air-conditioned buses, real nice buses. Got TV, comfortable chair, air-conditioned. One thing I learned when my friend Ruben, when he rode the bus from Iloilo City to Calibo, make sure you ride the one that says limited stops. Because if you don't ride the limited stops one, what will happen is these buses will stop at every passenger, flagging them down. So it'll take you longer to go from place to place. But if you take the limited stop series bus, it'll get you to your place destination quicker. That's the main that's the main transportation that people use to travel in Panay Island. And it's not expensive. Like from Iloilo City to Calibo, it'll cost you about 500 pesos, about $9. So just to give you an idea. And that's a 4-hour on the bus. So not very air-conditioned bus, a real comfortable ride. As far as airlines, a lot of people, when they come to the Philippines, there's usually 3 places where they land in the Philippines. It's usually Manila, Cebu City, or Angeles City. Those are the ones that coming from overseas. Those are where people land on the international flight. There are flights like here in Caticlan, in Aklan, same thing in Iloilo City, same thing in Calibo, nearby. There's international flights that fly in, but not many. A lot of, like in Calibo, I know the flights that come in here, international flights, are from China and Korea. So if you're flying from the United States, limited that you can get a direct flight to Calibo. More often than not, you'll have to fly into Manila, and then you'll have to fly into Cebu City. And then from there, plenty of domestic flights. From there, it's an easy 1-hour flight from Manila or Cebu City to here in Aklan Province. Cali XX here. Hi, I actually learned in Numancia. All right, you're from Numancia Integrated School. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. I've spent a lot of time there now. The last 2 years since that's where Leanna goes to school. I know a lot of the teachers. Really good place to go to school. I think the teachers they do a tremendous job. Just handling that many kids in one classroom. Takes a lot of dedication to become a public school teacher here in the Philippines. Gavin P, I finally joined the membership. Hey, thank you, Gavin P. Appreciate that, my friend. Oh, you've been one of the first in our community anyway, man. So thank you very much though for joining the membership. I appreciate that. Ryan AP, all right, brother. And all right, Callie, you live in Numancia as well. I also learned. All right, man. Maybe if you see me around town, just wave at me, man. I'll stop you. We can talk, man. Cam, for every useful common phrases in Tagalog, Bisaya, and Aklanon from my language instructors, Ginno, Dazo, and Liena, will earn a meal at Mang Inasal, Pares, Retiro. See, all right, man. Hey, you already have your favorite here, Ruben. Ruben spent some time here in Calibo the last time he was here, and Ruben's gonna move to Calibo in January. I've already found an apartment for Ruben. He's all set. All it is a matter of getting here in Calibo, and he already has his favorite restaurants, Mang Inasal, Paris Retiro, and that seafood place that I took him in New Washington. Those are the three favorites for Ruben.
That is working for your dog treat. It's for your dog treat, mommy.
HD. Bako is a native version of pressure cooker. All right, I know, man. I've actually seen them how they cook it in the bamboo. I've actually seen them do that here, and I know I've tried it. I've tried the binakol chicken where they cook it in the bamboo and they cook it on the coconut. I've tried it here, but again, man, I'm not a fan of the native chicken, man. I've never eaten a tenderized native chicken. Maybe I need to put it in like a pressure cooker, a real pressure cooker to tenderize that thing. I missed the email, MTV40. All right, I'm going to go slow, brother. It's GINNO1966 at yahoo.com. It's also on the description of all our videos. Like, if you look at our latest video, my email, just click on the description and my email is going to be in there.
Huh? The comments, I'll type it in the comments.
Oh, all right. Thanks, babe. Thanks, babe. But habla español. Hey, man, I don't know many Spanish. Poquito. I lived in California. I lived in Texas. I picked up a little Spanish when I hear it. I understand it. But I'm no expert. I can order beer. I remember, uno más cerveza, por favor. I used to say that because I used to drink beer back in the U.S. and we would go to Mexico when we go to Mexico. Evro. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. No Spanish, only last names because of their Spanish administration long time ago. Yeah, Ebro. A lot of us got like Spanish last names. If you go here, there's a lot of our streets are in Spanish, but very few people speak Spanish in the Philippines. I know my grandmother used to speak Spanish, but it wasn't passed down. It's like I haven't even heard of Spanish-speaking people here in the Philippines anywhere. But I'm sure, like the really old generation, I know they know a little bit more Spanish. All right, thanks, babe. Thanks, babe, for typing that. No habla. All right, no habla. I just actually came from your latest post. I also saw myself in one of your blogs. Oh, all right. Yeah, you saw it. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Like I said, man, if you see us around town, you should say hi. You should say hi, man. Mark, this is White Mark, my friend White Mark. Ginno, I played golf at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. Was awesome seeing the planes coming since the all right, I'm sure, man. I kind of miss that, man, because being in the Air Force for 20 years, that was a common scene. That was a common scene at an Air Force base. You always see planes landing and taking off, and I haven't been around that since I left Tucson. Tucson was the last time where I saw that, where planes would land and at Davis Monthan in Tucson, Arizona. So I kind of miss that. We call that when the jets fly in and out of the runway. We call that the sound of freedom. Kind of miss the sound of freedom. Oh, there you go. Dazzle typed my email. So Ruben says here, Cebu Pacific website offer as low as 88 pesos one way. Inter-island flights to various locations. Phenomenal deals for sure. I'm perusing through their list of offerings for future trips. Oh yeah, they always have those, bargain domestic flights. You can know if you're patient enough, a lot of times, of course they're gonna give you like the early morning or late night flights, but if that's not a problem, you can get really good deals on airline tickets. Joel, I remember the olds would speak Castellano when right. That's why I remember too, Joel. When I was younger, I remember my grandma. I remember hearing Spanish from my grandma, and my grandma had, she was that mestiza, that because she had Spanish in her blood. Everall, while I was in high school in my country, Honduras, the president from that country was General Fidel Ramos. And while we read those Spanish names, we thought that they speak. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. When you read something about the Philippines, because we were under Spanish rule for hundreds of years. That's why there's so much influence here of Spain. There's actually places here, like if you go to Vegan, in Vegan City, there's still like cobblestone roads, infrastructure built by the Spanish. It's become like a tourist destination here. So there's a lot of remnants of Spanish here in the Philippines. If you really like to look, for those games, there's a lot of tourist attractions here. Like I know if you go to Intramuros in Manila, I went to school in Intramuros at Letron College when I was younger, my elementary years, and they have a fort there, like Fort Santiago, that was built by the Spanish, and it's still there. A lot of like the structure built by the Spanish when they were ruling the Philippines are still there. So there's a lot of places in the Philippines where you can see a lot of remnants of Spanish rule here in the Philippines. Danny Choi, can you fly from Ilo? I don't think there's any flights. There won't be many people taking that flight, Danny, because it's so close. Iloilo to Calibo is so close. Not many people will take that flight. That's why there's no flights for that. It's just a bus, air-conditioned bus. Also, they have air-conditioned van, smaller ones that are faster. And then you can also just rent a taxi from Iloilo City to Calibo. It might cost you a little bit. It might cost you, I would say, 4,000 pesos, maybe $70 for a taxi ride from Iloilo City to Calibo. If you don't want to ride the bus or you don't want to ride the van. And I've had a friend that did that. I know when Jack was here, he took a taxi from Iloilo City to Calibo when he visited us here in Calibo. MTB40, much love to you and your family, bro. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you again so much for sharing and being real. God bless you. And hey, thank you, man. Stay blessed there, brother. Stay blessed. Cali X, I actually just took a series bus to Iloilo. We had a project in grade 10. Nice to know Iloilo is a very nice place. Yes, it's like Iloilo. That's my number one recommendation to people. Like when they're asking me where is a good place to start out their journey in the Philippines, I always recommend Iloilo City. I think it's the best city here in the Philippines for a soft landing in the Philippines. It's not quite a shock when you land at the Iloilo airport and you start your life in Iloilo City. It's a modern city, the cleanest city here in the Philippines. It's got a good blend of being modern and then having that old city charm too. A lot of like Spanish. There's a lot of Spanish churches still, a lot of buildings that were built by the Spanish. There's a Chinatown in Iloilo City. It's just got that good mix. And then it's so modern, wide lanes on their diversion road. It's like you don't feel so crowded when you go there. Like when you go to Manila and you go to Cebu City, those two big cities here in the Philippines, it's just so crowded. Too much congestion. The traffic is horrible. But Iloilo City, you don't get that. That's why I always recommend to people, if you want to try out the Philippines for the first time, it's your first trip to the Philippines, Iloilo City is like the best place for a soft landing here in the Philippines. Brian, they text Pat. He said, "Did Dazzle watch NFL highlights from last weekend?" She does, Brian, because she always watches the Bills, the Buffalo Bills, because she's a Josh Allen fan. She watched that run where she was even showed it to me, where Josh Allen run for the touchdown to seal the game. I think Dazzle showed that thing to me twice. And she keeps watching it. She's just a fan. She's a fan of Josh Allen. I haven't watched any football this year, man, and Dazzle can vouch for that. Not a single NFL game have I watched this year.
The Cowboys loses to Texans.
Yeah. Dazzle and Brian knows that because Brian's a Texans fan, so I know he watched that Texans to the Cowboy game. HD, they still use Spanish-based words and theme. Farol in Spanish, lantern in English. Yeah, I still, my neighbors, I just like walked around here, HD. I see some parol already in our neighborhood. So I guess it's just a habit for me. I don't put out Christmas lights or our Christmas tree until after Thanksgiving. So after Thanksgiving this coming week, after that, I'll put, Dazzle and I will put up our tree and I'll put lights outside our house because that's always my thing, when I lived in the U.S., I don't put like Christmas stuff. I go one holiday at a time. Thanksgiving first, and then after Thanksgiving's done, time to put up the tree, so I've kept that habit. I still do that habit here in the Philippines. Hey, Jumpy! I've been wondering why the Filipinos chose to stick with English over Spanish since Spain ruled over them for over 300 years. My opinion on that, Jumpy, this is just my opinion. It's like I'll probably get heat for this, but just my opinion because that 300 plus years of rule by the Spaniards here in the Philippines was not a fun time for Filipinos. It's like they really treated the Filipinos not well, like a second-class citizen. So I think when the Americans took over in 1898 is when the Americans took over the Philippines from 1898 to like the end of World War II. We were under the Americans, Americans established the school system here. Americans, the government, our Philippine government's got a Congress, got House of, the way the public school system, the Americans introduced a public school system. I think the Americans just treated the Filipinos better than the Spanish. Most Filipinos during that time, from my reading anyway, they were so bitter against the Spanish rule that they wanted to wipe it out of memory here in the Philippines. And the Americans was more friendlier. So that's why we adapted more American. It's like even today, it's like Americans are loved here in the Philippines. There might be vloggers that might tell you different, but from my experience here, Americans when they come here, Filipinos just welcome them with open arms, and Filipinos have always looked up to Americans, the American way of life, and I don't think that has changed. It's like even when I walk around here and people talk to me, because I'm Filipino, I'm also American, and people ask me all the time, it's like how life is in America, and I can just tell, they still dream of going to America, even now. is still part of the Filipino dream to like, ooh, I want to go to America someday and work there or see America. That's still a dream for a lot of Americans. You just don't see that dream regarding the Spanish. It's like not many dream about going to Spain. Again, I think just because of the history. There was a lot of abuses that happened during the rule of the Spaniards here in the Philippines.
We want to go to Korea.
Dazzle says she wants to go to Korea. Dazzle and Leanna, they're big into Korean drama. That's like they watch that all the time, and everything about Koreans they love. Like kimchi, ramen. It's like they're eating Korean food, Korean chocolates, Korean drinks. And it's common here in the Philippines now. That's why even when you go to Kalibo, there's so many Korean stuff in Kalibo now, like Korean grocery store, Korean restaurants. Samgyeopsal is kind of like so popular anywhere in the Philippines. Samgyeopsal is that Korean barbecue, all you can eat, where you cook your meat, got vegetables, got kimchi. I mean, that's probably one of the most popular meals now here in the Philippines. HD. Jumpy, it's the schools that was introduced by the U.S. All right, HD, good add-on there, buddy. Good add-on. TechSpad, Brian. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can, Brian. You can count on Dazzle. You can talk to her about NFL as long as the Buffalo Bills, as long as it involves Josh Allen. She doesn't care much for the others. She's only focused on Josh Allen. It's now actually very easy to learn Spanish since almost half of the words are similar. Yeah, I would think so. Like even when I was in high school, when I attended high school in California, I took Spanish and it was easy for me to learn it because there were words that I already knew, Filipino words. But I took Spanish I think 2 years in high school, and that was back in 1982 and 83. So maybe back then I could speak more of it, understand more of it, but it's been so long.
Uno más cerveza.
Yeah, I already saw that. Even Dazzle, I even taught Dazzle that uno más cerveza, por favor. Even Dazzle knows how to say it.
Uno más.
Because that's when I used to go to Cancun, Mexico, when I used to cross the border to Tijuana, when I lived in Texas, in Arizona, we used to cross over to Nogales, and then in Texas, I forgot what was that town, but every time I crossed over to Mexico, it's like that was the words that were important to me during that time, or during beer. TechSpad, he goes, Brian says, Apache says hi, Dazzle Leanna. Oh, thank you, Brian. Toto is right here on my leg, and then where's Chloe is behind. Is behind. Denny is asking, best city or place for Suba school? Do you know what Suba means? S-U-B-A, baby? Suba school?
Suba school?
Yeah, I've never heard it.
All I know about Suba is it's a river.
A river,
Yes.
Suba, yeah. I had to ask Dazzle, Danny, because the best city, like I said, Iloilo City is the best city or place for Suba school. Dazzle told me Suba means river. So for school here in the Philippines, more likely the best schools are probably in Manila, and then Iloilo City's got some good schools.
Western Visayas.
I know like Western Visayas in Iloilo City, they graduate like a lot of doctors and nurses. And when they take that board exam, they're always in the top 10,
Where Joel went to CPU.
Yeah. Somebody's asking, are you a gooner? I don't know what that means, brother.
What gooner?
I don't know. I never heard it. I know about the Goonies, that movie, the Goonies, but I don't know what he means about gooner.
I don't know.
Edgar, you better get that Christmas tree up or soon Dazzle. Well, actually, Dazzle, she's the one that puts up the Christmas tree.
I know.
You know, every single year that I've known Dazzle, she's always the one that putting up our tree, you know.
Put it away.
And put it away. She's the one, you know.
And Chloe and Toto messing it up.
Yeah, and Chloe and Toto, they're always like picking on the decorations, the ornaments. They're always like messing with the ornaments. Jumpy, I'm glad that they didn't tear down the Spanish forts and churches. Oh yeah, Jumpy, you're gonna enjoy that, man, when you come here. Like those forts and the old Spanish churches, they're amazing because a lot of them, they got refurbished, of course, because over time, but they've maintained their. When you go, like, if you go to Iloilo City, when you go to the churches in Iloilo City, very impressive. It's like, when I look at the churches in Europe, when I see churches in Europe, that's what reminds me. Like the cathedrals here in the Philippines, you're gonna have fun. And if you go to like Cebu City, like I know where the Magellan cross, that the Magellan brought the cross to the Philippines, like it marks how Christianity was brought to the Philippines. It's still there. They have like a lot of tourist attractions that deal with the history. A lot of Spain and Portugal bringing that here. So you're gonna enjoy that. There's plenty of places in the Philippines when you visit that you'll enjoy touring, taking pictures, things like that. HD, that's okay. Don't answer the troll question by. All right, man. I know. Yeah. I will, man. And I'll go back to the old way. I was just trying to improve the picture on our live stream. That's why I stopped. I was trying to use the iPhone to get a better picture, but the sound is messed up. So, I think I'll just stick to the laptop. I know it's not the best quality picture on the laptop, but I can at least delete comments. I could be the moderator, but I can assign you as a moderator too. I can't do it on my iPhone. I just don't know, how to do it on the iPhone. Joel, all right, Joel says here, it took Spain 300 years to get the Philippines to speak Spanish, but the Americans established schools and wiped Spanish out in a generation. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's like because during the Spanish years, they really didn't teach Filipinos how to speak Spanish, And Americans, when they ruled us, they taught us English. So maybe that's the reason. Jumpy, thanks HD Apex. All right, Danny Choi. Scuba, all right.
I was thinking about it.
Scuba, all right. It must be like the thumbs. How spell check or something. Scuba school. Scuba school here. I actually have a friend that Glenn. He's gonna be living here soon. He's gonna be moving here to our community here in the Camellia, Glen. Him and his partner, they're like heavy into scuba, and I know Rose, Glenn's partner. She took scuba diving in Boracay Island. That's where she got her master diver or whatever it's called. But they're actually just left. They're going scuba diving at Moal Boal. They swam with the whale shark and the sardines, the millions of sardines that they swam. They did scuba. So scuba is not a problem if you come here to Panay Island because Boracay Island probably has the best schools, best diving sites. Well, let me not say. I know I might offend somebody if I say it's the best diving site, but they have diving sites in Boracay Island and diving school. You can do all the certification and all that here in Aklan province because Boracay Island is part of our province of Aklan, and many people come to Boracay Island to get their certification. There are plenty of diving schools in Boracay Island.
There's a scuba school in
I know. Dazzle just said, that's why I said I had to correct myself because there's also scuba schools in Panglao, in Bohol. So they might not agree with me if I say they're the best. Oh yeah, Horace, I got a message from Horace that it crashed, but I started another one, Horace. I opened another live stream. So if you're looking at this, but no biggie, Horace. Here, babe, you can text Horace here on the Dazzle TV. Tell her that we're live still. It's on the Dazzle TV Messenger. I got a message from Horace. Subat River. Yeah, HD, scuba. Oh yeah, that's why I got that. There's Leanna. What are you looking for, Leanna?
The orange.
The orange. That's my orange, girl. This is my orange.
That's actually my orange.
Oh, yeah. We're fighting over the last orange. This is like the last orange we have, and Leanna's trying to steal some of my orange. Here, I'll give you one. All right.
Thank you.
How about you, babe?
I'm good. That's
You're good? That's for me. I know this is my orange, man. I only got one orange left, man. Everybody ate all the orange already around here. We'll have to buy more fruit, babe.
I know, Daddy.
Ruben, it says here, the English language achieved a privileged status in the Philippine formal education since U.S. President McKinley declared it the medium of instruction of the Philippine public education system in 1900. Yeah, thank you, Ruben. Ruben's an educator, so Ruben knows this. Ruben knows this. That's why. And that's the kind of thinking I was thinking too when I answered the question. It's like during the Spanish rule, they didn't teach us Spanish. During the American rule, they taught us English. So it just makes sense that we adapted English. Ben, hello guys. Good morning. All right. Good morning, Ben. TextPet, do the houses in your community decorate their houses with lights? Yes, Brian. There's actually competition here in our community for. Some of the houses it's the same in America where some people kind of get carried away, kind of like that National Lampoon Christmas with Chevy Chase. You know how when he turned on the light, it's so bright. There's actually houses that get like that here at Camellia. I'll try to vlog it this year because I know last year there was a few houses like that where they had like a Santa, they had reindeers, they got lights. I'm going like, whoa, they may have a high electricity bill for the month of December. Cool. All right. Thanks, Pat. So Dazzle and I for Thanksgiving, we already have reservations. We're going to Rojas City. We have reservations on the beach, near People's Park, near the Canadian Beaver. So we're actually going to be on the front beach. So we made reservations already. And then Jamal, I think he wanted to go to Gigantes Island. It's not far from Rojas City. It's about another hour to Carles, Iloilo, and then from there you can get a boat to Gigantes Island. And Dazzle and I, we've never been to Gigantes Island, so that might be but depending on the weather, because this time of year, November, December, weather can be unpredictable. It's hard to plan anything, here in the Philippines during the months of November and December, because we're still in that pocket for typhoon season. So, it's like if the weather's good, we're there in Roa City, we'll probably head out to Carles and do that. Yeah, Brian, I'll vlog it for sure. I'll vlog it so you can see all the Christmas lights in our neighbor. That's why I have to put up some. I'm not going to get carried away with putting the lights, but I do want to participate, I do want to have some lights outside, so at least people know that we got the holiday spirit. And Dazzle always puts up the Christmas tree. HD, all right, okay, all right, man. I'll do that now that more requests for the lights here, babe. In our community, I know for sure at the entrance of Camellia and Aklan, they always have a display there. So I'll film that, and I know there's gonna be at least a dozen homes here that will like light their
I'll
house
put
up.
it up next week.
What's that? Lights? Oh yeah, the Christmas tree. Yeah, I told them, babe, because next week is after Thanksgiving already. So you have to put up our Christmas tree. We have to start getting into the holiday spirit. Danny Choi, why do you want to visit Korea? What would you do there? All right, Danny. Dazzle and Liana, they love Korean drama. That's like I think they watch it almost every day. So everything about Korean culture, everything about Korea,
I want to eat more Korean foods.
Dazzle just said she wants to eat more Korean food. Leanna actually eats with chopsticks at the house. We got chopsticks here all the time, and Leanna's always eating noodles, eating her food with chopsticks. And I was stationed actually in Korea for a year. I was stationed at Suwon Air Base in Korea. So I've always wanted to take Dazzle. So when the opportunity, more likely, Dazzle wanted to go to Singapore first next year. So we're looking at April, May 2025. We're going to go to Singapore. But after Singapore, that will be our next destination, will be Korea. And I know Dazzle will have fun in Korea because, again, they just love everything about Korea. And it's the same with most Filipinos now. The Filipinas here, they all watch that Korean drama. All right. Oh, I closed it again, dude. My bad. Yeah. It's all right.
Very good.
Oh, thanks, babe. Are you talking to Horace?
Yeah.
All right. Horace, hey, Horace and Marie. Sorry about the glitch on the live stream. I'm not gonna mess with the live streams anymore. Yeah. With the video, I'm just gonna use strictly my laptop. I'm not gonna connect in the future vlogs. I was just trying to maybe improve the quality of the picture. HD, we have light decorations of entire neighborhood blocks in the Bay Area. I have a video of it. Oh, all right, HD, I'll have to check it. Thank you, man. I'll have to look at your a video of that. Thanks, man. I know, man. The U.S. I remember. It's like they really are elaborate. It's not the same level like in the U.S., but there are homes here because what they do is they actually have a cash price. Our homeowners association has a cash price for the best lighted house. So that's why some people do their with all the lights there. Oh yeah, Brian, for sure. Brian says catch a baseball game in Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dazzle just said, "Ooh, yeah," Brian, because Dazzle loves sports. Especially baseball. That's her favorite sport. And then after we go to Rojas City, that will be next week for Thanksgiving. Our plan, and we have reservations already. A subscriber actually paid for our stay in Iloilo City. So we're going to be in Iloilo City December 7, December 8, and 9. So we're going to be in Iloilo City for 3 days. And that's going to give us an opportunity to buy our Christmas presents. We like doing our Christmas shopping in Iloilo City. And then in SNR, go to SNR. Every time we go to Iloilo City, we go to SNR, the Filipino Costco. Because I know they got a lot of stuff there for Christmas, like cookies, cakes, a lot of stuff that you can buy that's Christmas items. So we'll do that while we're in Iloilo City. And there's already people that want to meet with us in Iloilo City. So I'm trying to like make sure I schedule a lunch, a dinner, while we're in Iloilo City. So we can hang out with people that want to hang out with us. Danny, he says, I have not been back since I was 10. It's been 45 years. So, what is Korea like when you were there? If I go back, I might get drafted to the military. All right. You know what? In Korea, I was stationed there in the 80s, like mid 80s. I was stationed in Korea. And then I went back there. What year was that? The 2000. I was stationed in Japan and I took a hop to Korea. So that's a gap of about 15, 16 years. And Korea just like changed because when I was in Korea, like in the mid 80s, the base I was at, Suwon Air Base, it was mostly rural. I remember because I used to be into cycling when I was in Korea. I had my bicycle and I would ride my bike. And everywhere I rode my bike, it was like rice fields. And then come 15, 16 years later, when I came back to Korea, I couldn't recognize Suwon anymore. It was already a city. I mean, there's like tall buildings, malls. I guess because the 80s, like the late 80s and then the 90s, Korea really became economic power because of the companies, like Samsung or they start making cars, so the development of Korea, it just was a boom during that time. So, but the last time I was there was like year 2000, 2001, I think, and it has changed. So I'm sure now, 24 years later, I'm sure it's even changed more. I'm sure it's more modern. From looking at the videos, because I've watched the videos of Korea, like in Seoul, it's almost unrecognizable for me. So I can imagine for you, since you left there when you were 10, I bet you won't even recognize Korea anymore. Edgar, it says, is basketball still big in the Philippines? Baseball still big in the Philippines. I only see basketball. It's not. It's Philippines is all about basketball here. Here in Aklan Province, actually, even in Panay Island, I have seen kids play baseball, but not many. It's not a popular sport. Everybody just wants to play basketball here in the Philippines. They're all legend. All right, hi. All right, they're all legend. Hi. Horace, we are here now. All right, Horace, Marie. Sorry about the mess up there, Horace. I tried to do something different, Horace and Marie. I tried to connect the iPhone to get a better picture on this live stream, and the video worked, but there was no audio. So I gave up on it. I just went ahead and closed that, and then opened another live stream. And from now on, I'll just stick to my laptop. I'm not gonna even try anything new anymore. I was trying to make an improvement, but I'll just stick to the way it works. I'll stick to the way I know how on the laptop. And my laptop is old, that's why the video on it is not the best. But I'll just stick with it. Maybe one of these days I'll buy a better laptop. John P., do they have pumpkin pie in the Philippines? You can probably get pumpkin pie at SNR. That would probably be the only, because again, the SNR is like the Filipino Costco. I have seen at SNR, I have seen like the filling in the can, the pumpkin pie filling. So you can make it for sure. It's not a popular pie in the Philippines. And the Philippines is not really into pies. It's like, I can't even name a pie, if I go to like Calibo, I can't even get an apple pie or a peach pie. I don't know, they're just not into pies. The Filipinos here, they're more into cheesecake. I mean, they love cheesecake now. I can go to Calibo, and all the cafes in Calibo now are serving cheesecake. You know, like strawberry cheesecake, blueberry cheesecake. Filipinos seem to like cheesecake more, but not pies, you know. I know the last time I was at SNR, they had a Marie Calendar pies, the frozen ones that you can buy and then just bake at home. So if you're looking for pies and different kinds, you know, they got like apple, peach, you know, blueberry. I mean, they got all kinds of pies at SNR. Welcome, Horace and Marie. I'm glad you guys made it. Sorry, you know, with the crashing of our live chat. Yes, yes. It says HD says basketball is the biggest sport, and because of Manny Pacquiao, you know, boxing. You know, it's like we're just waiting for our next Manny Pacquiao. I'm sure one is coming up here soon. You know, because that there are a lot of boxing going on in the Philippines. A lot of people are into boxing. Even the gyms in Calibo. Even like I see kids even boxing in Katiklan where that I mean because of Manny, you know, Manny has inspired a lot of Filipinos to pick up boxing. So I'm sure one of these days we'll have the next Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, HD. The next thing closest to pumpkin is kalabasa, which is squash. Yeah, there's plenty of that. So if you know how to bake, you know, if you know how to make the filling, you know, you can always make a pumpkin pie using squash or kalabasa. Yes, Pacquiao is loved by. All right, there's Far East Rider, my good friend Rick, my Air Force buddy Rick. Hey brother, I did 3 tours in Korea, 83, 86. Oh yeah, good. So you can get a good insight. You could see the changes. Went from poor, right? You know, Rick, you know, it's like, because like I said, Rick, I was there like during the mid 80s, like 85, 86. And then when I came back in like 2000, 2001, it was amazing. I was just like, man, I don't remember all these buildings and all these malls. And they just got, you know, in that 15-year span, that you know the incredible how modern it became. You know how Korea, you know how it became. They just they made so much money. They made so much money during that time. Thanks again, HD Apex. All right, Jumpy. White Mark. Okay, I picked up a new barong. All right, Mark. I gotta get a barong, man. I don't even have a barong. It's like 4XL American. I think that's the size. Yeah, man. You know, it's like that must be custom made, man, because that's hard to find. You know, like a large size barong. Camp. Now it makes sense with how and why a new municipality was created in 1904, New Washington, when a group of American educators came in the Philippines to help. Yeah. I think I mentioned that before, Ruben, in one of my videos, because Dazzle and I were in New Washington and a viewer had asked. That's why I explained a little bit. The Thomasites. That's the group, the educators from the United States back in the early 1900s named the municipality New Washington in honor of them establishing the education system here in Aklan. Textman Brian said, babe, cheesecake is the best.
Yeah.
You and Brian are gonna get along because Denzel loves cheesecake too, Brian. Far East Rider, my friend Rick. I like Filipino style Thanksgiving. It's different. The only traditional item is the turkey. LOL. Everything else is Filipino. I know, right? I've attended a few Thanksgiving in the U.S. and that's the only difference. You know, they'll have all the Filipino food and they'll have a turkey. You know, Yeah, I know. Horace says here, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. I know, Horace. I should have known better. I should have known better, my brother. I think people had just made comments that about the picture quality, so I was trying to improve the picture quality and all that. But I'm just gonna stick to my guns, like you said. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I learned my lesson. Horace. John C. All right, John C. Hey, man. I just walked out of the English as a second language class, and I'm a class 8 at. I hope you Leah are doing well. Kumusta ka? Mabuti ako, kaibigan. Textpad, Brian. Olympic gold medalist Carlos Yulo was rewarded big. Oh yeah, I mean, he got so many gifts, man. You know, it's like I'm sure you've seen it, like in the millions of pesos. You know, he's all set the rest of his life. You know, because he can do commercials here in the Philippines, and he'll earn money from that for the rest of his life. Horace, how true. I love pies, but with Marie, it's always cheesecake. I know, Horace. Same thing with Dazzle. You know, I can't eat. Because Horace, Dazzle. Oh, there's Leanna. Where's the Chloe, babe? So Horace said, "Come on, Chloe, sit there. You gotta show Tito Horace. Oh, there she is. There's your baby there, Horace and Marie. The Chloe and the Chloe sitter. Lip Totoy. How about Totoy? Totoy wants to be lifted, Leanna. Come on now, do your job, Leanna. You're not just the Chloe sitter, you're the Totoy sitter too. Yeah, because like Horace. There you go. They got Totoy. There's Totoy. There's Totoy, Horace. It's heavy. Totoy is heavy, Horace. No, Horace, I was gonna say, even when the last time we went to SNR, I was looking at the Marie Callender's pie because I haven't had a good pie, Horace, because nobody makes pies here in Aklan province. You know, and I don't know how to bake pie, man. I'll just mess it up. You know, we don't have a good oven anyway. We have an electric oven here, and it's a tiny oven. But when I was at SNR the last time, I had my eye on that Lattice apple pie, and Dazzle go, I don't want to eat that. Let's get cheesecake. I was like, oh man. So and muffin, you know, because Dazzle wants the cheesecake and the muffin. So guess what we got? Cheesecake and muffins.
Cheesecake and muffins.
Oh yeah, Danny Joy. It goes, Jollibee has a peach pie. Peach mango. They have that here, Danny. Actually, they have more flavors here than what's in the U.S. I noticed in the U.S., peach mango, it seems to be. Here in the Philippines, they have ube. Ube is a purple sweet potato. They have that at Jollibee, like ube. They have makapuno. Makapuno is kind of like a shredded coconut, sweetened, like with sugar. So they have that. They have the ube and then makapuno at Jollibee pie on the crispy, kind of like the similar thing at McDonald's, you know. But they're delicious. I've had them. I always get them for dessert. Dazzle just said she likes the makapuno. She likes the coconut one. Cam, suddenly I'm craving for some fried fish. Let's go eat, Dazzle.
Me too.
Dazzle too, Ruben. Dazzle too. She wants.
Let's go fishing.
I heard fishing, Ruben. I'm in trouble. Dazzle just said she wants to go fishing.
I want tilapia.
Dazzle wants tilapia, fried tilapia. Leanna said it's too hot. Leanna said it's too hot.
I'm sweating.
You're sweating.
hot.
You're sweating.
Okay, guys, just drop me off there and then just pick me up later.
Dazzle said drop her off at the fishing and pick her up later.
I want to buy fruits.
Fruit? You want? Leanna wants to buy fruit.
I want
So
orange.
they're gonna keep me busy here, Horace. Between Leanna and Dazzle, one wants to go fishing and one wants to buy fruit. And Leanna doesn't have school again today, Horace. That's why she's here.
She's like on a break for like at least 10 days.
Yeah, she's on a break for 10 days. They're having a break in their school, so she won't have to go back to school till December 2.
It might be like sim break for us in college pay.
Semester break? It
Yeah.
could be. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. HD said pizza pie. Brian, peach mango with ice cream sounds good. Oh yeah. That's a good combination. Like with vanilla ice cream, man. That sounds good.
The ice cream doesn't last in the house.
Oh, look at that. Look at Horace says, seeing Chloe, Toto, and Chloe Sitter makes our day brighter. Oh, I'm glad, Horace. That's why I had to make sure. I had to make sure that Leanna had to show you both our dogus. All right, we're getting to like it's been like an hour and a half already, and I know the ladies here. I know they want to eat. I know they want to eat here. Snipe you in the forehead. So I think that's it. I think we're gonna end the live stream. Thank you very much for coming online. Appreciate everyone joining our live streams. We'll keep doing the live stream, every Friday at 9:30 a.m. here in the Philippines. I don't change the time. It's like I won't mess with the video anymore. That way we'll keep go back to everything works, with the live stream. And that's usually Thursday evening in the US is when our live stream's at.
Ayusin mo paghawak kay
Hi, all right. Hi. It's all about. Yeah, all right. All right, HD. Appreciate you, HD, for coming online. And then, next week we'll make you a moderator. I can do that. Thank you. All right, Jumpy. Appreciate it.
Yay!
Have a good lunch. Eileen says, have a good lunch.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the Vikings!
Oh yeah, Eileen. Dazzle just said she can't wait for eating at Vikings.
Yeah.
She's never eat. I've never eaten there, so it'll be a first for all of us to eat at Vikings.
I don't even look at online, babe. What does it look inside?
Oh yeah. Dazzle said Eileen she hasn't even looked online what Vikings looks like because she don't want to ruin it. She wanted to be all a surprise. What was your last meal? I can't remember, man. Well, my last meal.
I think I did eat last night. Oh, I did eat prawn tempura.
Oh yeah, Dazzle says she ate prawn tempura. She had like a prawn tempura. Me, I can't eat shrimp, and Leanna allergic, so it was just Dazzle that had that.
You ate a sandwich?
I ate a sandwich.
last night.
Yeah, last night I made a sandwich.
Leanna, what did you eat last night?
Last night,
Rice and tuna.
Oh yeah. She ate tuna. Shit. All right, we're gonna say goodbye. All right.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much for coming online. Appreciate it. Hey Horace, thank you for the super chat, the $20. Appreciate it, Horace. There's Leanna on the background waving at you. Thank you so much. Horace. Appreciate you always. You and Marie. We can't say thank you enough to you guys. Hey, Brown Mark came online, man.
What?
Right there, Brown Mark.
Why?
It's all right. There's Daniel, Sergeant USA. Hey, no worries, Daniel. Yeah, if you made it, you made it. If not, no biggie. No need to be sorry, brother. No, it's like.
Will be online every Friday.
I'll be back next week. Just catch me next week, brother. Thank you again, Horace. Appreciate you and Marie. Always, we appreciate you so much.
Let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing. All right. Oh no.
It's hot.
Horace, Dazzle just said, let's go fishing.
It's hard.
I know, Horace. Even though it's brief, it's all right. You know, that was my bad. That was my bad, Horace. You know, I'm just gonna stick to what works. Like, go back to how it is, how I used to do the live streams. Oh, no worries, Daniel. You know, stuff happens, Daniel. I know how it is. You know, don't worry about it at all. Take a spoon. All right. If we go fishing, I'll bring the spoon. I'll bring the
Yes,
spoon.
you bring the spoon.
I'll be the one bringing the spoon, Daniel. All right, you guys say bye.
Alright.
There they are. Bye. See you next week. Thank you, everyone.